Welcome to the Storyteller's Tavern, where stories are served like ale and the sea is open for you at every table. Let's get back to the story, shall we, my friends? Last time on Hotel Hell.
My name is Reverend Rebnash.
There was supposedly a priest who was going to be sold at a hotel.
I myself, unfortunately, do not have any idea about this story. You should know that we had a small incident with Martin. According to him, he said that the work of devil was there.
I'm gay.
On the reflection of the window, where what you see is the face of a gaunt man.
God, I must be wiped. But there's no smell anymore. Gee, I must be going crazy.
You just stay there and just chill. Okay.
He doesn't question it at all. Just
You start cleaning
He's so chill. He's like reminded of this movie.
this reminds me of
Exactly.
I don't know. I can't think of one.
I was going to say Insidious, but I don't know if that would.
Yeah, that's my thing. I'm trying to think of movies that were out before 2006.
You could say The Shining.
Yeah.
True, The Shining.
This is like a Kubrick movie.
yeah.
I hate
It's just like The Shining. I'm in a hotel.
Bro, was that a hotel like in The Shining?
Bro, was that a Shining reference?
Is this a Stanley Kubrick reference?
We cut the scene to the creaking of the wooden steps. Ramirez leading with even though there is like a very temporary kind of like lighting here made by the construction workers, he still has a torchlight, and he goes like, watch your step as you go into the water.
Julian does not want to watch a step. He wants to fly down the stairs.
But yeah, like he goes down to you, and there's the splash. The water goes all the way to like at least like a foot above your ankle, and it completely submerges your foot. But then, as you see, the cellar is big. It's actually quite big, and you see that on immediately to your right, on the cellar, there is what seems to be a water closet of sorts. Just one toilet and then sink, and that's it. On the far end, Ramirez points that out to you, that must have been some sort of like log storage. He describes it to you that he found all that wood because that would be part of the junk that he made the guys take it out. So there's no more wood there, but he described it that it was. And then on the other end, you see that there is like brick of a somewhat different color. Like all of the bricks here are red. This one is a little bit more brownish, as if it was made of some sort of material. And then he goes, you can see here on the top that there is the plumbing that could not hold the weight of stuff going through it, and it did torn, and that's why he found out. But also because there is this fake wall here, and this fake wall is doing a little bit of leverage in a piece of the pipe. So the pipe is kind of like leveraged in a way that it put more pressure in one side of the pipe than the other, and that caused the pipe to burst a long time ago. It's important to say though is this, and then as he brings you closer, there is like almost like a hole onto the wall, and as he brightens up the place with the ray of the torchlight, you see what seems to be some sort of painting behind the wall. And he goes, it's paint. You can see here that there's like an arm painted onto the thing, and then there's like a little bit of a terrain underneath it. So I think somebody painted some sort of like mural here, but I don't know why they didn't just wash it off and they decided to build a whole wall to block it. You can see that there's like a good like 15 centimeters a difference of space between the wall and this. And on the other side, it's completely dry. It's not there. There doesn't seem to have it's not like there's much space for stuff anyway. But we could check it out more tomorrow. Open up more to see what it is. It's just adding up to the weird stuff in this hotel, really.
Can I see the mural or only a small piece?
You see just a small piece. Angling the torchlight, you can see a little bit more. It seems to be at least one panel out of many, because the colors differentiate out of what you can see. You can't, in the angle that you are seeing through this hole, you can't really discern specific shapes, but you do see the different colors being reflected by the torchlight. But on this part, at least, you just see an arm and some sort of background with buildings.
Okay, yeah, we should definitely check this out. I mean, could be something historical, could be something weird. I agree, I don't see why they would build a wall in front of it, but this wall, either way, this wall needs to come down because it's messing with the plumbing.
Yep.
But I would say I'll leave this for filming, and then also leave the blocked room upstairs for filming. Tomorrow we'll get to that. We'll start upstairs, and I'll tell them about the one in the basement. We'll do this one too.
Alright, but yeah, we can do that. Or do you want me to put the bricks back? So you can have some sort of I know that Scott likes flares of reveals, so we can have some sort of
Yeah, I'd say put the bricks back as well, just to also sort of make sure no water damage gets into the mural. It looks beautifully preserved, so.
Yeah, I guess so, and they did that correctly, I guess. And he starts to put some of the rocks back, and he said, all right, put it over here. Can you grab it with me and stuff?
Yeah, he'll start helping.
And with that, it cuts to the door of the office being open, because Harper and Scott just entered. You guys do see the door to the basement open too, but I don't know if you guys think too much about it, because you have all that paperwork.
Yeah, I'm kind of focusing on the paper. I kind of want to do library use, but for maybe a more extended time.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Alright, and what are you guys seeking?
Kind of what we were doing earlier about the 1924 to 25, looking for the JS.
Okay. With that in mind, you do your roll. It doesn't take too long for you to start getting into it.
Oh, yeah, that's finally a good roll. Yeah, that's a hard success. Did you fail?
So bad. 86.
Which is fine.
Can I push the roll?
How would you like to push it?
So probably because it's a whole disaster and Scott's brain kind of doesn't function when he's working and messes. He's probably just gonna
Start organizing?
yeah,
Okay.
start
looking?
organizing and then
Yeah, and then start
start
looking.
to look. See if that helps.
No worries. You start going through some of this stuff. And as you're helping out, you stay there for a little bit. You get tired, so you go you know what? I'm gonna do this tomorrow. You're gonna go get some coffee, and you just step out. Harper decides to stay, and that doesn't take too long until Harper sees both Ramirez and Julian stepping out of the basement as she is going through this paperwork.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
What are you guys doing down there?
Oh, we were just checking some stuff out with the plumbing.
There might be the reason why it was flooded down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a psychology right now.
What would I do to be lying?
Him.
Okay, Ramirez.
How dare you?
The weakest link.
I know, right? I have actually really good, deception.
Aha, no, that's absolutely
You know what?
terrible.
I'm gonna do a contested roll.
I wouldn't even bother, man. That's an absolute fail, and I ain't even pushing it.
So how much do you get?
96.
Yep, he passed. Ramirez is a very interesting character in the sense that he is monotone. So he doesn't really express much.
Yeah.
So when he just says, yep, you could see him oh honey, do you want more coffee? And he goes, yep. Or a person goes, hey, you need more work done here. Are you okay with doing that? And he goes, yep.
Yeah, it's all the
He's a
same.
dad.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You can so see in your mind that doesn't matter the situation. That can be a natural response of his.
Tomorrow, on top of filming us breaking down the wall upstairs, as well as some other things, we wanted to film some stuff in the cellar as well. So you'll see everything in the cellar tomorrow morning.
Well, we have to go down where it's flooded?
Well, it's not. We'll have boots. It's not. It's only flooded a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, most
sure.
of it's been drained.
Yeah. Sounds good, I guess. Just keep working here.
You guys are investigating or looking around the office?
Yeah, we're organizing things and looking for JS.
Yeah, I might help out as well. I've done a lot of research and organizing through old documents in my day as well, so I can help out.
Yep. I'm gonna go get a room.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night. Yes. And he steps out.
Scott's probably come back from having coffee now, and he's just going to continue, like, trying to sort out what's junk and what's good. No?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. You go like, hey guys, I got coffee. What do you want? And the coffee trips and goes into a pile of documentation.
Well, that's great.
Then you see the paper literally dissolving.
Maybe you should, like, I don't know, like, go prepare for tomorrow?
Yeah, I should probably go and do that.
You should go.
Yeah, you know,
They're so sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
it's okay. There's a lot to get done. Go prepare tomorrow.
Now we just have more trash to deal with, so I don't have to go through that pile at all. It saved work. Yay.
It's just really old paper.
It's just old paper. It didn't even matter. Just don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Scott goes somewhere else to drink the other half.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Question. I just figured that Scott would have a Zune based off of the year that it is.
Valid.
So he's listening to his Zune.
It's cute.
Valid. Yeah. He picks a room and goes listen to Zoom.
You had a bad day. You take him on down.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
His depression playlist.
He puts the CD.
Yeah. How could this happen to me?
All the old 2000s.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
You guys spend some time. You help out a little bit, Julian. But most of the work is quiet as you guys are going through. Until what Harper finds. Luckily, it was not on one of those ledgers. Although, unfortunately, the ledger that was dissolved by the coffee was that of 1925. A little bit of 1925, 1926. Although in 1924, Harper does find, luckily, a piece of documentation that gives her a little bit of hope. In that documentation, sorry, I don't have a handout for this.
Wow. My immersion.
My immersion is broken. Wow. Actually,
Flip the whole thing.
surprise, I have a whole ledger for you to go through.
You like printed out like this entire book
Ledger.
just to go through it.
Realism.
Exactly, yeah. Go do your library use here. You find it that in 1924, in late June, an individual, and it was the only one in that month, that fits this description, because it was written as name, occupation, and how long they paid for. So, in name, it was Johann Schilzel. Johann
How do you spell the last name?
S-C-H-I-E-G-L.
Schiegel?
Schiegel or Scheigel. It's German.
Scheigel.
Johann Scheigel.
Johann Schiegel.
This individual is a German artist that decided to take lodging in 1924, and he paid an equivalent to a year's worth. Unfortunately, as this documentation is very old, some of it is smudged. So, although there is a section for notes, this part is kind of like smudged out due to that prolonged time and aging. And I guess you can show it to Julian if you want.
Yeah. Look, I think I found someone, an artist who stayed here for pretty much like a year.
The dates match the paintings,
Yeah.
and because he stayed a year, it would make sense that his paintings would.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he was inspired by this place.
Does the name Johann Schiegel anything with the occult?
I'm gonna use the same roll that you did before. No.
No, okay. In terms of the occult, things like that, He's not a familiar name to me. I could call my son and see if he can't go to the library and look around some of the old art books and see if he can't find for me name like that. There's no library here, so...
Yeah, I mean, that could work. I think maybe. If that's not a bother.
Oh, no, it gets the kid out the house.
What's dinging?
Something permeates, the sound echoes. As out of nowhere, a bell rings.
Can I look towards where the bells were?
Sure, you look, and all the bells are still until after breathless moments. Room number 7 rings.
I knew he was gonna say number 7.
The number.
Could that be some sort of weird, like, malfunction with the old... or the wind? I don't know how this works. I don't know how these bell things work.
It could be the wind. We don't know if room 7 has a broken window. We don't know
Maybe the wind is coming in and it's making the thing go.
Well, this string is attached, like, through the walls. We don't know if a rat's pulling on it.
Maybe a rat's eating it.
I wouldn't worry too much about it, Harper. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna work out. This is gonna be a nice place. Nothing creepy, nothing scary, nothing spooky.
We need to remove those bells immediately.
Yeah, maybe we can just take some scissors and cut them all. We don't really do that anymore, do we? Do they use bells?
You use phones.
Yo, I have a question. I can't see it on the map, but just, is there a dumbwaiter in this hotel?
You guys did not see any of the rooms, any dumbwaiters.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go outside and, get away from the rats and the wind and the dead raccoons and all that.
Well, have a good night. I'll call my son in the morning and see if he can't look around for Mr. Johann.
Yeah, sounds good. Have a good night.
All right, you have a good night as well.
Harper just jumps out the window.
I run, as soon as I probably close the door and then I'm speed out.
Yeah, Julian is he's gonna take the ledger that has this information about Johann, and he'll go upstairs and he'll do some writing on his book before going to sleep.
No, makes sense. You take that information and you prepare yourself to go to sleep. But as you do so, you decide to spend as much time as you can working on this, trying to be prolific on your research. Before you go to sleep, though, you prepare yourself, seems to be the best, a cup of water. Something that will calm you down. Then you prepare to go to sleep. You check on the other people just to be safe. You kind of do that every now and then. But it gets to a point that finally you're gonna lay down in your bed and go to sleep. Everybody else has gone to sleep too, right? Or
Yep.
Yeah, I have.
Scott's zonked out in his thermals. He found plastic bags.
Oh.
Update
On his life.
He's also wearing his mittens tonight because he feels a little bit colder.
Julian, do for me a power check.
Ruh-roh.
What's your power level, bro?
16. It's one of my higher stats. It's alright, it's not the best. Well, I failed.
Harper, you sleep.
I'm outside.
Yes, I know.
So is Scott. Scott is
You
nearby.
sleep as soundly as you can. The kind, calm night helps.
I definitely have taken my anxiety medication before I go to bed.
You do that too. And it helps. But the dream comes.
You sound like a car.
Explain to me what would be a place of familiarity.
Well, there's a couple places. There's
Very familiar place to Harper.
there's two that come to mind. There's the place that she worked, which is the Waddling Duck Inn, or there is her stables, where that her grandmother owned, which is called Briarwood Stables. Those are the two places that she would be most familiar with.
On the inn, you have this hallway that is a hallway towards the second floor garbage chutes. It's something that you have done multiple times as you're helping clearing out the place. You know, sometimes the place got understaffed, so although not necessarily your job, you had to help with some of the other responsibilities. And sometimes some of those responsibilities is to go and clear out some of the rooms. And you find something. This thing is equivalent to like a doll. But not even one of those creepy dolls. It's just like one of those things that maybe a Barbie doll or something like that. Some kid has lost it. And there's a lot of screaming outside. Almost like there was some sort of like rally or protest. Something like that. With angry people. Angry. You don't see anything. It's kind of dark. Can't really take shapes. But your mission is clear. You have to bring this doll to the chute. It's not here. It belongs to the place. And this kid will never see this doll.
I think I would probably want to actually take it to a lost and found.
You guys don't have one.
No.
In this dream, specifically, you don't have it. It's one of those weird things that, like, in the dream makes no sense.
I'm gonna be honest. My character has attachment issues. She wouldn't want to throw it out.
It's okay. No, there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
want to throw out the doll.
That's what you were told to do, and that's your job. But who said that you have to throw it out?
I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm not gonna take it to the trash. I have attachment issues.
It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
The doll. You.
So what are you doing instead?
Well, I have garbage to take out still, don't I?
That's the only one. You have done all the other garbage in your dream, and now you only have this doll.
If I have to take the doll, then I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm gonna go take it to the staff room where I can put it in my locker or some shit.
Bring it to the.
I have attachment issues.
You bring it to the
Sorry, I ruined
to
you.
the staff room. No. There's no nothing
That's
wrong with
literally.
that.
I'm just saying that's kind of in my like personality trait.
No, yeah, it's okay. You can do that. And you go to the staff room. You go down the stairs because you were in the second floor.
Yeah.
And as you go down the stairs towards the office, the back room office, you feel like the thermostat just became very hot. Somebody turned it up. You remember that there was an old man, and although he's not even a tenant, he's just an old man that likes to slay on the lounge. He loves to go to the thermostat and change it, rank it up. But, like, you think it's him again? Like, you're uncomfortable. It's really, really hot in here.
Yeah. Can I stomp towards where the nearest like thermostat would be to try to change it back?
Unfortunately, this is one of those cases where there was only one thermostat for the entire room. So you go there. There's no old man. And there's no thermostat. There is a hole for the thermostat, but there's no thermostat in it. But things just get even hotter and hotter. And what else do you do?
If I can't change the temperature, I'm still gonna go to the staff room real quick because I want to get this doll to the safe place.
Right, then you go to the staff room, just behind the counter, and as you open the staff room, the heat wave hits you first. As you see the lockers in complete flames, burning. The flames are so intense that the metal seems to be changing in color. You look behind you then because there's fire inside of your workplace, and now there's flames from the open windows behind you as the windows are breathing in the flames indoors, and the smoke is becoming the roof, and the place is becoming a furnace, and you are hyperventilating. It's hard to breathe, and you are burning up. And in these weird last moments, what do?
I probably like just kind of sit and curl up with the doll and just accept my horrible fate.
You close your eyes as the temperature gets to unimaginable heights until you wake up in the morning.
I mean, I'm wondering, is the reason why you're picking on me, Pedro, is because I've always had characters survive Call of Cthulhu? Is that the reason?
It was like, not this time.
Not this time. Not this time.
This time you will not
If your
live.
character survives, Pedro's just gonna be like, and then you got shot on your way to the
No,
train
or,
station.
you know, even worse, it's gonna be like, all of your friends die? Well, guess what time it is? It's time for Kat's character to run away again.
Wow. You wake up at around the same time that everybody else wakes up. What are you guys doing this morning?
Well, I'm gonna probably see if Scott's awake and then probably get breakfast.
Yeah.
The team.
When Harper arrives, Scott is just finishing off his makeup.
Before you do that, can I ask you to roll a luck roll for me?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Succeed?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you wake up normally and you're having like a good time and you start drinking the water that you have on a bottle beside you and you start preparing for your morning routine as you go put foundation on and then you hear the rustling outside of your tent and it's Harper's voice.
I awkwardly knock on the tent. Like on the tent fabric, which is like really awkward because it doesn't make a sound. It's just like you just kind of probably see the hand. So I'm just like, Scott, are you awake?
Yes, Harper, I am.
You're not cold, are you?
No, not really. The bag trick worked. I'll be out in just a moment.
Right, what about you guys? What do you guys do?
Yeah, he probably just wakes up, just same as you guys, like, this is morning routine, goes and gets breakfast.
Watches a movie.
Exactly, he has to watch Kubrick.
I don't know. He's got like a mini. He probably brought like one of those early 2000s like DVD players
Like
that
the ones you
like
put
the
in, like, your
portable.
car.
No, there was like portable ones you could bring. I had one of those as a kid, and it was like a little.
Binging.
You have your stack of DVDs. No, a case of DVDs.
Time to watch The Phantom Menace.
Julian is probably, when he wakes up, he's gonna use the satellite phone to try to call his son.
You open your eyes. Yeah, you go for the satellite phone and you make the phone call in like it's horrible quality. But you get through. You talk to your son. Your son is bored.
You're just calling your son like, hey, can you go to the library and do some research for me? You're better with computers.
You're bored? Well, do I have something for you?
Yeah.
Do that parent thing where they're like, oh, if you're bored, blah, 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 blah.
Well, here's some chores.
It's like, that doesn't make me
I
not
forgot
bored.
Julius was a walrus.
I'm an Animal Crossing character.
It's a Saturday, so you guys are like, yeah, can you do it? And he was like, really? I was thinking of seeing like a few friends of mine and hanging out, but
He'll tell him that if he's busy, like, seeing friends, he doesn't have to do it today. He just asks him, like, oh, if you have a free day, like, do it. He's like, I'll give you some extra money to, like, do some nice things with your friends. Like, he'll e-transfer him some money so that he can...
transfer wasn't the thing in 2000.
Really?
Mail him some money.
God, I didn't know that. Okay,
Jeez,
well, he'll tell him.
Wire him some
He'll
money.
tell him where he can find some extra money in the house.
Gen Z right here.
And then he'll ask him, like, if you have the chance, write down the name Johann Schiegel, but like, oh, research a little about the library, blah blah blah, and then he'll like check up on him and be like, okay, like, love you, son.
and he goes, yeah, love you too, Dad. I'll do that.
Teenage things.
Exactly. And he doesn't even say I love you. He goes, okay, Dad.
Leave me alone. You, jeez.
Yeah,
So far away, it's still bothering me.
yeah, literally.
But yeah, like, you finish your conversation. You're sore over. I cannot express to you how, like, you didn't think that making a phone call was going to make you tired. But, like, man, you're exhausted. Almost as if you didn't sleep at all.
Julian's gonna be like, well, maybe I can pop in like a 30-minute actual nap. So he's gonna like put an alarm for like 30 minutes and sleep in.
As I imagine we're coming inside to eat. I'm gonna pop by the office to try to look for the key for Roy's.
Roy's room. Yeah.
Do you want me to just spot hidden for that?
In one of the drawers, there's extra keys, and yes, you are able to find the key for the thing.
And then I'll probably try to find Roy to give the key.
All right, you do so, and with that, you find Roy in his room, and he has a mini DVD player and headsets on.
Oh, he's like huddled up on the bed.
Exactly. And so you have to go into his camp of vision.
Yeah, I mean, I knock first, you know.
It takes a few
I
moments,
hope he hears me.
but then you knock harder,
To listen.
and then you listen, Roy.
I know. Not that stupid.
He's got his big giant headphones on.
2006 earmuffs in.
What movie are you watching, Roy?
Was The Sixth Sense out in 2006?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I knock. Hi.
Oh.
Right.
What's up? You can come in.
I open the door and I got you your key.
Oh, thanks. Awesome. He's gonna shuffle the thing, get up, and take the key.
Is that a DVD player?
Yeah. Brought it from home. I like to watch some of the classics when I'm out on a gig.
Oh, what are you watching?
Oh, I'm watching The Sixth Sense. It's this movie by M. Night Shyamalan. It's just a really good movie. It's all about, well, I can't really spoil the ending because like that kind of ruins the whole thing. But it's basically about this kid who can see dead people, and like it's weird because like nobody really believes him, even though he saw something really traumatic. And like, you would get it.
I don't know. Maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. But yeah, everyone's having breakfast, so if you want to come, you can. Welcome to, or you're welcome to keep watching your Shyamalan movie.
Yeah, I'll come down for some breakfast. Sure.
So you guys gather around the dining table to make some breakfast. Lynn is already there. She made her way there while you guys were preparing, and she didn't use the stove. She actually prepared with like the portable stove that she brought, and she actually liked the flavor of the beans she made yesterday, so she heated up again on the campfire, and then she brought it up to you guys, and everybody's sitting there. It's been enough time for 30 minutes, so Julian would have gone down.
He probably looks a little rough, even though he's like done his best to make himself look awake.
Hey, boss, you look tired.
New bed. I didn't sleep very well.
Makes
A pot of
sense.
coffee, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Can I psychology that?
Sure.
Because you look very tired.
Am I lying?
Are you contesting in some way?
If you want to hide it.
I guess, yeah. What would I roll?
Do a contested deception roll or like fast talk, because you're trying to act like you're good, right? So.
Oh, I failed. I failed really hard. I got 96.
I passed with a regular success.
Okay, so you discern that Julian is doing his best to upkeep the idea that he is fine when he clearly is exhausted. Like, he has slept 30 minutes worth. Exhausted. But genuinely, he thinks that everything's fine.
Was the bedding really that bad?
Oh yeah, it was old. It smelled like dust, and then I'm used to sleeping in my own bed. I always kind of have trouble sleeping when I travel, so.
I see. I mean, you could always try sleeping outside. It kind of seemed like you slept a little bit better.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I
might
really paying attention yesterday.
I might try it, but I'll be fine. I got a hold of my son. He's busy today, but he'll make some time tomorrow to try to do some research on the name we found.
Awesome. Thank you. You'll have to thank him for us.
Yeah, I will.
Lynn is kind of like putting some of the not makeshift, but like those portable containers for you guys to eat the beans and some of the stuff that she made for you guys. She goes, has anybody seen Ramirez?
Not today.
Oh, no, I
I haven't
haven't.
seen him yet, but he's usually an early riser.
What? Did he say what room he was gonna be in?
Well, he didn't take any keys from me, so.
I think he was on room 11 or something. But,
I can go check up on him.
sure, yeah. It's just that I haven't seen him yet, and I even went outside, so, like, I think he's still in his room or something.
Go wake him up. He might just be tired.
As she has, like, that kind of, like, pot of beans on her, you guys are scared by this sudden against the window. As out of the corner of your eye, you guys saw, like, something hit the window and fall. Who has the best spot hidden?
No.
You and your car noises.
Fast and Furious family.
I think it's you. I have 74.
I have 50.
Why is it always me? I am a.
You see too much.
This is a call out for me always picking spot hidden to be really high. I have an 85. It's highest.
Okay, you're pretty sure that you saw, like, a shadow hit the window and fall? You don't know what it is.
I think a bird might have hit the window or something there.
Do you want me to go and look?
Yeah, I don't
I'll go with you. We'll check it.
Julian's like, I'll go too. He's
I'll
like,
stay and have coffee.
Was this after you left or is this before?
Just now.
Oh,
just Julian.
As we were talking.
Julian is like, yeah, I'll go up.
Yeah, so you're going up to
Yeah.
check on Rose.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm staying here.
The
Yeah,
lads.
enjoy the coffee.
So you guys go outside.
Hey, Roy, you got the camera, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Always.
He takes out the camera, ready as always.
Just like one of those, like, video game characters, you just select camera and appears.
It's like a Grand Theft Auto, just.
Yeah, literally, you just
Or Animal Crossing, you just
your back and
tool.
pull it out. You come out, and yeah, there is what seems to be a raven that is stone-like on the ground.
Oh.
Let's go get a closer look.
Yeah, but I don't know if we should film this. It's kind of in bad taste.
As these two are looking at the raven that hit the window, can I go upstairs to Ramirez's room?
Deciding while Lynn stays with.
We're having a nice coffee date and talking about food because we're both good at cooking.
And she mentioned, like, yeah, no, it's good. I'm not that much of a cook, but
I think you
if you
do
want to talk,
really well.
if you want to talk about food, there's this one of the workers called Peter. He's crazy about food. He's so good, and he apparently likes to travel so he can test different foods. He probably would have a good suggestion or two.
Oh, I'll try to talk to him.
And you guys have this conversation. Continuing with the Raven stuff, you guys are talking about how it might not be a good idea to watch it, to record it, when you guys feel like a from above. And when you guys look above, there's like at least 5 different ravens and crows, kind of like circling. 3 of them perched on to the top of the roof, while 2 others are circling. And then another one goes into there, and the other one circles back.
I think that's a bad omen.
I mean, a group of crows is called a murder of crows.
Yeah.
And as Julian steps up to the second floor, or to the first floor, I guess, you make your way to the 11th room. And when you get close, as you're going to like knock on it and say like, "Hey, Ramirez, are you okay?" You hear rustling.
From inside the room?
Yeah.
Can I listen? Roll listen.
Sure.
Listen. Oh, my listen is not very good, but we'll figure this out.
Listen.
This flew, so I'm gonna re-roll this. No.
To push it, you could use luck.
I would have to use all my luck.
Push it.
You know what? I'm gonna knock on the door.
So when you knock on the door,
Hey, Ramirez.
no answer.
Did I knock harder?
Yeah, you knock harder, and still no change.
Can I try to listen again?
Sure, yeah. Go right ahead. That actually would be more like a push throw. So how would you push that?
I'll get down on my hands and knees and like try to stick my ear like right underneath the slit of the door.
All right, so go for that push roll.
No, I still failed. I got a 60.
All right, so as you fail, you go closer to the bottom of the door, and with it, you have this sudden encounter. As from the very small opening of the door, you see this spider, this thin-legged spider, obsidian black in color, with a very small red marking. And it jumps on you. And you feel a prickle.
Oh, Jesus.
And like you swat it out of your face as fast as possible. You don't know if you hit it or not. But then, like, as you take 1 point of damage.
I was gonna say, can I roll brawl? Just like start fist fighting the spider?
Roll initiative to fist fight a spider, and you die because this is Call of Cthulhu.
As you do that, like, it takes a few moments, but then you start to feel horrible. You start to feel this weird burning sensation to where the prickling feeling got to you, like closer to the neck and jawline. And you start to like feel like very intense nausea as you turn to the side, stumbling. With your exhaustion, that pretty much brings you to the ground completely. You vomit a combination of water and stomach fluid because you have not eaten anything yet. So you just are there on the ground and you start to convulse as well with muscle spasms. And the only thing that you kind of pay attention before you go through this weird in and out of consciousness is Scott's and Roy's, and I think Harper's too, screams as they find you convulsing on the ground. You have reached the end of this episode of Hotel Hell. Thank you very much for listening. Your support is greatly appreciated. Subscribe to us on whatever app you use to listen to podcasts, and be sure to catch the next installment of Hotel Hell, which premieres every Thursday. To connect with us, follow us on our social media accounts, and if you'd like to support us, you can head over to our Patreon to join the conversation, view sneak peeks of our next project, and discover our fantastic bonus content. Our intro score was created by Patrick Quarton from Off the Beaten Path musical. The Call of Cthulhu 7th edition module that we are playing, Hotel Hell, can be found in Petersen's Abominations. The module is owned by Chaosium and was written by Sandy Petersen with Mike Mason. Thanks again for listening from all of us here at the Storyteller Tavern.